to my new YouTube channel I'm trying to start up. Just now starting out. Um, Not real sure what all content I'll be going over, but it'll be car related mostly. Um, I'm new to this, so please bear with me. I'm definitely not a professional, but I like to tinker on cars, and I like to think I got some knowledge I like to share with other people. Maybe they can learn a little something from me, or maybe possibly I will ruin them for the rest of their life or something. Um, that was a bad joke. But my channel, when I'm starting off, will just be based on two particular vehicles I have here in my garage. Uh, Now, this is not a high-end garage. I have just basic hand tools and just basic knowledge of automobiles, and um, I just like to tinker. Um, what I'll do is just introduce myself. This channel is going to be TW Garage. Stands for Tim Williams. That's me. That's my name. Um, and if you like Mustangs, this is definitely your channel. Um, I got two cars here that a lot of people seem to be interested in, and um, unfortunately today I had to take one of them to a funeral, and one of my good friends died, and um, I had to pay my respects, and I know he loves this car here, and of course I had to do the celebratory burnout um, for my buddy. I know he would have loved it. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce my two cars. If you guys have any questions, just put them down there below. I'll try to answer them if I can. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. I won't try to lie to anybody. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, this first car is a car that means a lot to me. Um, People either love it or they hate it. It's just the way it is. This car sometimes receives a lot of hate, and there's a lot of times it receives a lot of love too. But I've had this car going on 16 years, and it's been a very slow project. I'm not a rich man. I do work on a budget, and most of this was done with hand tools. Nothing, I don't. If you look around my garage, I don't have no big toolbox. I don't have a lift in my garage. So this is just going to be, budget oriented. But the car I'm about to show you has been a project that has been going on for over 16 years. So don't think I'm rich, okay? Um, this car here, I've just slowly pieced together, piece by piece. Throw a couple $100 at it every couple years. It just slowly has snowballed into what it is right now. And this is the car I took to my buddy's funeral, and um, a lot of people seem to have paid interest into it. And doing the YouTube channel has been something I've been thinking about. So this is how I'm going to try to start it. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, if you see anything on this car that you're interested in knowing more about, or you'd like me to explain, or even tell you where I got parts, or whatever, just put them down below. Okay. This first car is a 1981 Ford Mustang Coupe. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show you if I can. And here she is. It's my 1981 Ford Mustang Coupe. Okay. She has a 557 cubic inch big block Ford in it. She does have the C6 automatic. Okay, I'll open the door. Now, the interior in this was mostly done by me. my brother owned this car before me. He's the one that put the dash, the door panels, and the center console in it. And if you Mustang guys have noticed, this is the newer dash. This is out of a 1990 Mustang. She does have the fire extinguisher and the roll cage, Kirky seats. You know, it does have the cup holders. That's a must. Little radio delete. Bit of the door handles. Okay, she's got the big old wheels on it. This is the old Pro Street car. Okay, little trunk. Get you in this trunk a little bit. Okay. It does have the sunroof. Factory sunroof in it. Again, guys, if you have any questions on anything you see, just let me know. And what I'm going to end up doing on this channel is, yeah, just like I said, just tinkering, putting some parts on, and I'll try to record it as best as I can. And then I'll try to explain what I'm doing as I'm going. And again, guys, I am not a professional. I'm not here to, you know, give someone professional advice or anything like that. I'm just hopefully here to help some people out if they got a project car they're working on or whatever. Okay, so this is project car number 1. Again, been working on that for many years. She'll probably be one of those projects that's never finished. Next car, I didn't build it. Okay, I really haven't touched it too much since I've gotten it. This is a car I purchased just down the road from where I live. The guy I purchased it from is the one who built the car, so I can't take credit for anything you're about to see. But I do think it's a pretty neat, cool little car, and there's been a lot of work done to it. And again, it's one of those cars you're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. Okay, there's really no in between on either one of these cars. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera real quick. Okay, this here is another coupe. It's a 1985 Mustang coupe. Okay, that has not one but 2 turbos with an intercooler on a 5-liter V8. Okay, now the motor in this, I believe, is fairly stock with twin 6262 VS Racing turbos. Okay, and it's also carbureted. One thing you'll learn that I generally like carburetors. It's not that I hate fuel injection, it's just that carburetors don't scare me, and I've been around them my whole life. So there might actually be some carburetor content on this page. This car here is a project car. It does need finished. Okay, but I have taken her down the road, and she does run pretty stout for what she is. She's only sitting on about 7 pounds of boost currently. And if this channel does, you know, any good whatsoever, you might see this up on my buddy's dyno, and we'll see what she makes. Okay, we might turn it up a little bit, but that motor being fairly stock, we might just see what the what the horsepower limit on this one is. And like I said, that's going to be based on if this channel does any good. And you'll see up underneath all this that this thing has a tube front end. coilover struts. It does have tubular A-arms. You can see the tires right through the... Yeah, and this car's cut back further than a lot of cars. You'll see that. The whole strut tower and everything was cut off this car. Now the guy I bought it off of, he did all this work himself. So congrats to him. If I didn't like what he did, I probably wouldn't have bought the car. The whole front end is literally held on by these chromoly pipes here. And these little wires would actually surprise you on how stiff those actually are. Okay, I'm going to show you the rest of the car because it has a pretty unique paint scheme on it. Again, either you're going to like it or you're going to hate it. Get a gander at that. This car has what they call patina, and it has a lot of it. Okay, some folks, it's just rust. That's exactly what it is. It's rust. Okay, but you'll notice that that rust seems to have a lot of shine to it. You see that? Let me show you a little bit more. Yes, the paint was scuffed. Got some more there. The hood has a lot of contouring, a lot of fading, multicolor. Okay. What the previous owner of this car did was he started some body work on it, and then he just decided that he was going to clear coat it. Again, if you can see, there's a lot of shine to it. Gives it a really unique, one-of-a-kind look. I said you either love it or you hate it. Okay, and here's a little bit of the trunk. Batteries in the trunk, just like my other one. I do have some extra parts. I might even do a video of me putting those control arms on this. Those are the upper adjustable control arms. In that box we have some gate springs. I think they said there's 10 and 15 pound springs in that box, because right now this thing's just sitting on gate spring for the turbo setup. I'm not sure if I'll do anything more complicated than just having it on gates. Again, and I'll probably determine on whether or not this channel does any good. All right, I'm going to show you a little bit of the interior. The interior is a little lacking. Okay, I think he said he was just going to make this like a drag and drive car. So, you know, interior luxuries was at a minimum. Okay, and these seats, yeah, they're old, they're stained. Flip this up. Okay, it does have some homemade through the floor subframe connectors. I think someone might have died or something on that back seat. I don't know. It's an older car. Okay, now this one here is not finished, so it needs some work to be able to make her street worthy. And then, of course, if I get her street worthy, we'll do some videos on me taking this thing down the road. But she does run and drive. It needs some brake work. It needs some lights wired up. And it needs a cooling fan. You'll notice right here. We don't have a cooling fan on it, but that shouldn't be too difficult to install. Okay, now this car, the more and more you look at it, the more stuff you see. There's a lot of unique stuff on this thing. For example, I think that alternator might be off of diesel. It's a 3G alternator, and it looks like it's a diesel alternator. But hey, it does work. It does charge really well. Really well. Okay, show you this other fender. It does have some blue right here. Don't know where that came from, but it's on there. Okay. Like I said, pretty neat little car. We'll get some projects going with this. I like to try to finish it up and make this a nice little cruiser. I think this car could be fun because it is 5-speed. Not sure if you got. Oh, I actually got that locked. Hold on, I'll go around the other side again. Again, guys, if you see anything, got any questions, concerns, put them down below. Again, it's 5-speed. Make it real fun. You notice there really isn't a speedometer or anything like that. What he did do, okay, now I got you in here. What he did do was he put the, so here's my phone focuses. There we go. He's got the boost retard. It must be a boost retard knob on this thing. Let me get you up in there. Yeah, take a look at that. Makes it really easy to get to. This car does have a 3-step. Got a couple gauges. Now this was pretty unique. It's a little light, really bright green light. This here will tell you if you have fuel pressure. Okay, this being a carbureted blow through, you want to make sure you have enough fuel pressure, especially under boost, or you'll end up leaning the motor out and frying it. Okay, so this here, the light will be on consistently as long as it's got fuel pressure. But if it ever happens to not have fuel pressure, this light will shut off, and that means get out of it or you'll blow it up. And if you look down here, yep, this is the key to it. This one here doesn't really do anything. And does anybody recognize that key? I'm not 100% positive, but I do believe this is for like a lawnmower. But this is how you start the car. I have the battery unhooked. I can't start it right now currently, but we'll get more into detail on that a little later. Like I said, I'll start it up and let people hear it, because this is a pretty neat little car. So this is another one of my project cars. And again, guys, I'll show you more of the cars later. I got some parts coming in for that one, and I'll video me putting some parts on. Nothing mind-blowing or anything like that just yet. You know, one of these days I would like to put a new motor down in this one here. It's not that it's getting old. I put a lot of miles on that one. Okay, we're probably pushing 30,000 miles on that 557, because I take it around to car shows and things of that nature, and you know, not too many people put that many miles on a 557. Okay, but I had her out today. She did really good. And she's having some carburetor issues, probably from me letting it sit for so dang long. But you know, I'll go through that carburetor again. I'll probably do a video of me cleaning it and stuff like that. If you guys have any suggestions, I do know already that I need a new camera. This phone already isn't going to work. I can see that right now. But you know, I'll try to video me just doing a little maintenance to this car, adding some few parts. I already got a couple right here. And this is a couple parts that the parts man just dropped off actually today. It's a just a 90 degree AN fitting. This here will fit my fuel cell. Okay, it turns into a 90 to an 8 AN fitting. Okay. This piece here is a fuel shutoff by Vibrant Racing. Most of the fittings on this car is made by Vibrant. So far, not too bad stuff. Okay, but this is a fuel shutoff valve. Okay, you flip this little lever. It's got a pretty good detent on it. Hard to do one-handed, but you want to shut your fuel off. You just flip this lever in that position, and it'll shut your fuel off. The reason I want to do this is that car has a 20-gallon fuel cell. Okay, and as of right now, if anything happened to that line, the fuel pump, or if I need to clean the fuel filters, and we all know, if you ever mess with cars long enough, you'll know that you'll end up having an issue that you need to take a line off or do some maintenance, and that fuel cell will have 20 gallons of fuel in it. Okay, and then you'll either have to find a way to drain it, you'll have to siphon it, something to get the fuel out of the tank. I'm hoping this here will save my butt. Okay, so if I ever need to clean out a fuel filter, switch the element in it or whatever, or I got a fuel line leak, I can come back here, flip this off, and I should be able to service anything on that fuel system without having to deal with a leak. Okay, I'm hoping this will fit, but just like everything else that goes on this car, usually I have to modify 5 other things to get something on it. And I'm going to record me putting this on. Okay, that's just one of the things that I was thinking about doing. I got a few other parts coming for this one. And again, guys, nothing mind-blowing or anything like that. And eventually I'll have to do, like, I'll have to check the valve lash on this one. I'll have to pull the carburetor off there and clean it. Things that stuff, the nature that, I'll be doing some videos on. If you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, that'd also be good. And if the channel progresses, then who knows? Maybe I'll put an 871 blower on this thing. It'll be my very first supercharged big block. I don't know. That might be wishful thinking, but it is what it is. So look for the video of me installing this. It seems like a pretty decent shut-off valve. We'll give her a try. So if videos of either one of these cars interest you, please hit that subscribe button. Help me out with this channel, and we'll see where it goes from here. But again, my name's Tim Williams, and this is my garage. Thanks for watching.